Gaius Julius Caesar, de Bello Gallico, episode 34. Provinciae toti quam maximum potest militum numerum imperat, erat omnino in Gallia ulteriore legio una, pontem, qui erat ad Genavam, jubet rescindi. Caesar continues, describing the actions he took when he found out about the plan of the Helvetians to move en masse through the Roman-controlled province. So, from the whole province, provinciae toti, as great a number as he can, that's quam maximum potest militum numerum, I should say, the greatest number of soldiers as he can, he requisitions, imperat. There was, altogether, in further Gaul, only one legion, legio una. The bridge, pontem, which was at Geneva, he orders that it be smashed, it be disassembled. So in this sentence, we have two main verbs, imperat and jubet, and they are not connected with any kind of conjunction. We might expect a conjunction here. The lack of a conjunction is the figure of speech known as asyndeton, which means not connected. It's a Greek word. There's the privative, and there's the form that means a connection. So we have these two verbs, imperat and jubet. Each one of them has its own relative clause. I should not say relative clause. The first one has its parenthetical subordinate. The second one has the relative clause, qui through Genavam. So the first verb, imperat, is the first conjugation verb, of course, imperare, and we have here another historical present. He commands. Now this verb can also mean to requisition, that is, command to provide, and when we're talking about troops, we can use the term levy. So in a military context, to levy means to raise troops by force. So he requisitions or levies from the whole province, and provinciae toti is going to be feminine, singular, and dative. It's functioning like an indirect object of imperat. The direct object is numerum. He levies a number of soldiers. So numerum is masculine, singular, and accusative, and militum is from the third declension noun, miles, militis, and so this is masculine plural and genitive. He levies a number of troops, the greatest number possible. We saw a quam maximis in the previous sentence. Caesar is fond of this construction. He levies from the whole province the greatest number of troops possible. He does this, of course, because he considers the migration of the Helvetians an existential threat to Roman power. Here in the parenthetical, we're going to be told why he has to levy so many troops. It's because there was altogether omnino, here's the adverbial form of the very common third declension adjective omnis omne. There was altogether in further Gaul, in Gallia ulteriore, that's a feminine singular and ablative, there was one legion, legio una. And this is feminine, singular, and nominative, the subject of erat. And one might ask, why is this noun feminine when it refers to a large group of male soldiers? Well, it's because legio is an abstraction. It is an abstraction, and abstract nouns in Latin are typically feminine. Secondly, now we've dealt with the first part of the sentence, no conjunction there. The bridge, the one which was at Geneva, he orders that it be disassembled or torn down. So we have imperat, and then we have jubet. Jubet is from the second conjugation verb, jube o jubere, like so. And it's taking, we could say, pontem rescindi as its object, this clause. He orders that the bridge, pontem, masculine, singular, and accusative, that it be shattered, disassembled. This is from the third conjugation verb, rescindo, rescindere, which means to break up. And this, of course, is an infinitive and passive. It's a passive infinitive. The antecedent of pontem, of qui, is pontem. That's one of the ways that we know it's masculine. The bridge which was at Geneva. And this is an artist's rendition, not of the bridge at Geneva, but of one of the bridges that Caesar built across the Rhine River. But it seemed to me a good enough illustration of what a bridge of the time might look like. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that free lesson. Please like and subscribe, hit the bell. You can also become a patron at patreon.com/LatinPerDiem. And if you really loved it, you can leave a tip right here as a super fan. Thank you so much.